So today's video is a bit of a special one, and I'm going to be going over if you should drop out of school as a teen to follow entrepreneurship. Now, this is a very controversial topic in the entrepreneurship space, and many people have been asking me for advice if they should drop out or if you shouldn't. And in today's video, I'm going to be answering all of those questions. So one of the questions I get asked a lot is, why did I drop out personally? Why didn't I just finish school if I had only 1 year left? Why didn't I just do it? The reason is because in that 1 year, I could accomplish an insane amount of things. So for example, in this 1 year that I should be in school, I've accomplished so much more because school was fully draining me. Not only did I have very bad grades, so I would have never gotten into a good university. Not only did it not interest me at all, but I had to wake up extremely early, come home late, do homework, and then feel tired basically the whole day because I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. just to go to school. And that's the main reason I did. But I don't recommend it to everyone. The reason is because I didn't drop out when I was making no money. That is absolutely dumb. You know, at the end of the day, you can have a dream, but anything could happen to you, and then you kind of fucked up your life. So me and my business partner, we were making over $15,000 a month at that point, pure profit. So that is already like a very good salary. I'm pretty sure it's like the 0.1% in Germany, and he was from Spain. So we knew we were on a good path, and we knew we could scale this even further if we put more time into it. So of course you might be asking, but how did your parents agree? How did your parents let all of this happen? Well, they didn't quite agree at the start, right? So I might be wondering, how did my parents agree to this? Why didn't they just push me? Like, how is that bad parenting? I made a deal with them. If I don't specifically, increase my revenue as well as, increase my profitability in my business, then the next year I have to go back to school. So technically you could say I took a gap year, but even if I would fail with my business, I probably wouldn't go back. And by that point, I was anyway 18, so I could decide where I want to live. At the end of the day, they're always going to support me in whatever I do. Of course, they're not going to be happy with my decision. If I don't go to school, they're still pushing me right now, to just get my degree, which I fully understand. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying, they're completely wrong for this. No, it's just they grew up in a different generation and they don't fully understand how online businesses operate and work. It really depends what you want to do in your life, right? If you're fully dedicated to entrepreneurship and this is the only thing you want to do, for example, me, that's the only thing I wanted to do. I was doing it in school. I knew it since I was young. I got complimented by people so many times. They said like, in a few years, you're going to be a millionaire, just randomly on the street, which is extremely weird. But it always happened to me, and my parents always knew for some reason that I'm going to be an entrepreneur. So yeah, I basically knew it from the start. It's like, for example, when footballers say they knew it since they were a kid, that was the same feeling for me. So I don't know if this happens to any one of you, but it's like you have this deep feeling and you know for a fact you're going to be an entrepreneur. Now, would I recommend going to university? Well, that's a different thing, right? For example, if you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be something, that requires that, then of course 100%. And I fully respect that job. So for example, people who actually, dedicate their lives to doing something important and what's hard, being lawyers, attorneys, all of this, I fully respect that. You should go. Or if you want to study marine psychology or communications at college, now that's absolutely pointless. In my opinion, I would not go to college for that. If, as I said, you have a clear path in mind, that could be entrepreneurship, so you want to do that, or a specific job, then 100% go to college. If you don't know and you're studying some of these bullshit subjects that make absolutely no sense and you can't even learn from it, then I'd say it's not worth going to college. Now, so who would I recommend, to drop out of school? Well, this is actually a good question, and it fully depends on you. First of all, you have to be making already money. Don't drop out if you have zero money, or if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. If you have no idea about business and you just started and you think, oh, this shit's so cool, well, you have to rethink that. Entrepreneurship is one of the hardest things, honestly, I've encountered in my life. The amount of times I almost gave up is, as soon as something goes good, it comes back 10 times worse to you. And then you're just like, shit, okay, I really want to give up. But the main thing that really motivated me is I knew from the start, I don't want this life. When to start working a 9 to 5, I went to school, I did not enjoy any of that. And entrepreneurship was the only thing I did. Now, what helped me really, push me into entrepreneurship? Well, number one, it was, that risk factor. So for example, when I dropped out of school, the pressure is on you. You're like, okay, it's this or you're completely fucked in life. So I knew for a fact, okay, I need to put my head down and work. And the reason is as a kid, I used to play a lot of video games, and I wasted hours and hours and hours just leveling up my character, all of this. And I think that truly helped me with entrepreneurship because I always wanted to be the best. I always wanted to have that one up, and I was grinding. Same with video games. There were times where it was boring, but you still did it because if you did that boring task, at the end you're gonna get that reward. That could be a skin, that could be any type of customization. So that's something definitely helped me, I think, in my entrepreneurship journey. Now, to sum it up, as I said, dropping out of school is purely based on your decision and where you are currently at life. You're not behind anyone. You know, some people start later, some people need more time. But what I am saying is this: if you genuinely think that, you know, school is the only thing that is holding you back, yes, you should drop out. Is it possible to do entrepreneurship next to school and still scale your business to over 6-7 figures? Of course, 100%. I know many people who did it and they're still in school and they still don't want to drop out because for some reason they want their degree. That is up to them, right? So you have to really look yourself in the eyes, know for a fact if you can do it or not. And I would take that risk if I was you, to be honest. If you genuinely, you know, relate to this video and you feel like you're like me, then I would do it, okay? And it is possible. That's all I'm gonna say. It is very much possible, but you just have to believe in yourself and put in the work. And if you do those two, you're gonna succeed 100%. So I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer. I'm gonna keep this video quite short and informative. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it. And if you're interested in scaling your business to over $10,000 a month with SMMA, then make sure to join the program down below. For only $38 a month, we have helped countless of students scale their agency already. So if you want to be one of those, then you know what to do. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.